right, the title sounds like this should be a song. It probably is a song somewhere, but uh, yeah, we're gonna talk about the movie here. And so, IMDb plot says traces a family of murderous sideshow performers as it travels around the world on the dying carnival circuit. All right, I like that. That's good. That's well written there. Um, yeah, so fairly new movie. It has been out for a little while now. Um, I really had hoped to have seen it sooner, but I wasn't able to. Um, but I recently caught it on Tubi, so it is there. It is there for free. If you guys catch it or interested in it, that is where I was able to check this out. Um, so I will try to keep this fairly spoiler free since it's still a fresh film here. Um, Definitely loved the title and definitely was interested in it with the title, as you can tell. Um, so definitely have some expectations of some bad stuff happening here, and yeah, some bad stuff is definitely going to happen here. Um, I'll admit a little split. You know, this is going to be a little bit of a weird film, but definitely has some stuff that I like. So yeah, early on, you're going to get introduced to, I guess, this carnival, and you're gonna see one of the characters and how one of the characters ends up there, and early on, and you're gonna get introduced to this family, and yeah, you know, you wished that they were normal, but they're not. And some of them may seem normal, more normal than others. Basically, a father, mother, and daughter tandem here. Um, and I should have also said that this movie is done involved with some of the people that did Hellbender, which I did enjoy, and I don't remember if I reviewed that or not. I have a feeling I wanted to. I'm not sure if I did, but I'll throw it in that was a good movie worth seeing. So if you're watching this and you enjoyed this movie, you can jump over and watch Hellbender as well. I believe that one ended up on Shudder. Anyway, back to the point. Yeah, so you're going to have a family here, and they're obviously in the carnival. You're going to get a little bit of an introduction to this carnival. You're going to get to see some of the people there, some of their tricks, what they do there at the carnival. It is obviously, as you would expect, a strange carnival with some strange people. The focus isn't, too much on the actual carnival and whatever. It is going to surround these family members. So basically, as this carnival kind of travels, this family kind of travels too, and as they do, yeah, they're gonna hit a murderous streak to them, and basically, the mom is bad. The mom has a temper. The father's a little bit more, rational, we'll say. It is the mom who kind of, when she starts to get the itch or when she starts to get mad, bad things are going to happen, and really bad things do happen. So, and they're going to go along their journey, and just kind of, as this carnival is kind of dying and traveling, they're looking for places to stay, and they're on the road, and obviously they have some family issues of their own, besides just killing people. And a lot of, like I said, I'm very split here. The family dynamic and what is happening to them, and just what they show of this family or whatever, it is weird. It is a little strange. I'm not gonna say that I caught every detail of what is happening here within this family unit. It is definitely an interesting group. So it is strange. It is a strange kind of setup too, and with the carnival and everything. There's a weirdness to the film. It's not just black and white. Here are three characters there in a carnival and they're just gonna kill you. It's just a little bit odd. Um, it's kind of like they're diving really into the filmmaking here. Let's just not make it, point A to point B. Let's kind of keep the audience on his toes and just be a little weird about it, which is fine. It kind of threw me off a little bit, but and you guys know that when I tend to label things as weird or strange and I'm not feeling it, it all goes downhill. But this movie hangs in there and keeps it because every time this family kills, it's an enjoyable time. There are some really brutal moments here. Some of them you actually get to kill, to see the kill. Other scenes are more where you kind of know it's going to happen, and then the camera kind of moves, and then you see what happened, and that I usually like to see the actual killing. But some of the aftermath scenes and looks were good as well. As it kind of picks up later in the film and stuff happens, I don't want to get into the specifics of that and spoil anything for you. That's a good old time too, and definitely gets definitely into more of the blood and guts and getting to show you stuff. So there's a little bit of a mix there. You will get to see some others. You just kind of see the aftermath, but that's all fine because the aftermath is good as well. So yeah, that's what I can say about that. Um, it is also one of those families where you don't you're not supposed to root for the murderous people going along here, but in a way you do because in a way they're struggling. They're struggling obviously with as a family, as a group. They're looking. They're just trying to make it from town to town or area to area, and they go up to one woman's house and she has a sign that says it's like 75 cents a night, and then when the mom goes and knocks on the door, the woman that answers says, well, it's 75 cents a night per person, and then there's this argument that goes on. It says night per person, night per person, and then the fun part is you as the watcher are like, don't argue with this woman. It's not going to end well for you. Give it to her for the 75 cents per night because bad stuff is going to happen to you. And, you're just kind of wondering, is bad stuff really going to happen to her or not? I'll let you guys see the film to see if not. But it's that kind of thing when you know that this family unit is bad and they start coming across people, it's like who's going to piss them off and who's going to die and who are they just going to kind of let go. So yeah, every time they kind of knock on a door, and ask somebody for something, is it going to go well for the people who answer the door, yes or no? And I like where it eventually goes, and I don't want to say too much about how the film kind of ends, but I liked that. I liked the directing, even though there's some weird stuff happening here, and there's a weird family unit. I definitely like the ending and where it ends up going. And like I said, it is obviously people that are in the carnival and whatever, but it never, it's never truly about the carnival. It's not one of these films where you can see forever the carnival scene here and just, whatever. Once you kind of get an introduction to that, it kind of moves on. I guess one of the weird points of it is when you have the family, and I guess it's their performance or whatever they're doing. It almost seems like a dream. It was just really weird of the mother, the daughter, and the father up on kind of a stage and kind of doing this really weird skit. And they show it a couple of times, and obviously it changes throughout. And definitely it gets a little bit more interesting towards the end and the final one once you see what's going on here. So, that scene or those scenes in particular were definitely strange and definitely weird. But yeah, there's weird stuff going on. But yeah, the devil is definitely roaming here, definitely roaming with this family, in particular the mom. Um, but it is fun. I enjoyed it. Obviously enjoyed the kills and that kind of stuff. So I don't want to compare it with Hellbender. Is definitely a different movie. Still, this movie has a young girl in it. That movie had a young girl in it. So there's that kind of similarity. But and it is part of the journey. It was part of the journey for the girl in that movie, and her relationship with her mom, and you get some of that in this movie here. You're gonna get a young woman and her relationship with her mom, but also her dad, her parents there, and definitely the family unit and stuff going on there. So, so you have a little bit of similarities there in that. But I don't really want to compare overall movies and say which was better or not. But definitely, if you're looking for some good kills and that kind of action here, um, this one should definitely fill that for you. So I'm gonna give it 3 pools of blood. Maybe I would give it a little higher, but I was felt that there were some strange things going on here, so maybe that's why I didn't give it a little bit more. But I think overall, my from what I've seen on Twitter and so forth, I think overall it's been well received and horror fans have liked it. Haven't heard too many major complaints about it. So hopefully you guys catch it again. I caught it on Tubi and that's free. So hopefully you guys who are interested can swing over there and check it out. And definitely check out Hellbender if you haven't seen that. I believe it's on Shudder, but I could be wrong. Anyway, that is 3 pools of blood out of 5. And hopefully the devil will not roam over here for that rating. Anyway, horrorsquarereviews.com. .blogspot.com is where you can find all of my reviews, written and video, but obviously you're here on the YouTube channel, so please feel free to like, subscribe, and do all those things that everybody wants you to do on YouTube. If not, no worries, it is okay. Check out the short section anyway. Try to have some fun there. A little bit of fun, a little bit of information, courtesy of Promote Horror. If you like those shorts, please let me know. If you don't, you want me to knock it off, feel free to let me know so I don't waste my time. But yeah, it's all fun. I like to spread the horror in as many ways as I can, and I have fun with it regardless. So Twitter, Facebook, information down below as well. Feel free to hit me up there and talk about horror. Like I said, always want to talk horror. If you have something you want me to review, whatever, feel free to check me out there. And also in the comment section, if you've seen this movie, and did you like it or not? Did you kind of get a weird vibe from it too? If not, did you like the blood and guts like I did? Feel free to put that in there as well. So with that, I will catch you on the next review, horror fans.